Iowa.
Well, Josh Akers has made it into the studio. And Josh, we got a big announcement. Tell us all about it, please.
Well, as y'all know, we've been tracking the Tailgate and Tallboys Festival set up for next June 8th, 9th, and 10th. And there's been a lot of moving parts trying to get a lineup put together. You think you've got a headliner and they reroute somewhere else, and you think you got another one. So for two months, we thought we had two different artists, and they all got rerouted. But we do have a lineup set. So if you guys are ready, this is it. This is the first take right here. Our Thursday, June 8th lineup will be Mitchell Tenpenny. Mitchell's a hot act right now in the Nashville scene whose hits include The Truth About You. It's getting a lot of radio time right now. Lainey Wilson, she's the ACM New Female Artist of the Year, just released her new Bell Bottom country album. Jackson Dean, best known for his song Don't Come Lookin'. This song was featured on Yellowstone. It's on the radio right now, which is great. Cooper Allen will be the opener that night. He's an up-and-comer who independently built his own fan base to 8.5 million with 80 million streams. Kind of a TikTok social media guy, really caught popularity, and he's really been taking off ever since. So Thursday's lineup, your headliner will be Mitchell Tenpenny. Support act will be Lainey Wilson, Jackson Dean, and then Cooper Allen. And then Friday might be the big night. That's the one I think everybody's going to know. Everybody's familiar with Tim McGraw, so he'll be coming to Clinton. He's an act that needs no introduction. He's sold more than 75 million records with 44 number one hits. His most recent 7,500 OBO, and then he's been recently James Dutton on the hit series 1883. So he'll be the big act and probably the main act of the weekend. His support will be Jake Owen, who's probably standalone headliner type person himself. He's got 9 number one hits. He'll be the direct support for Tim McGraw. Jody Messina will open for Jake. And then Alexander Kay, who's another up-and-comer, will be the opener for Friday night. So Friday's lineup will be Tim McGraw, support act will be Jake Owen, supported by Jody Messina, and then opening with Alexander Kay. So
Tim McGraw, how about that?
Tim McGraw's coming to Clinton.
I'll have to play humble and kind here.
Yes. Saturday, this one of the guys taking the country scene by storm and the rock by storm is Jelly Roll. He's probably most recently known for smash hit "Son of a Sinner." That's the one that's getting the most radio play, but he's got a laundry list of hits out there. If you don't know much about him, he's got a great story, really good upbringing. He got in some trouble, turned his life around. Now he's on stage. He's got a great story. I really encourage you to check him out. His supporting act would be Chase Rice. Chase has got tons of great songs out there. Eyes on You is probably his most popular one. Drinking Beer, Talking God, Amen is another one that's pretty well known. So you're going to want to check him out. And then one of my personal favorites is Warren Zotters. He's a name that USA Concerts had been really excited about, so I've been giving him a listen. He's probably one of my favorite ones on here now after listening to him. So if you've not heard him, I highly recommend checking him out. He's got a laundry list of songs on his album 717 Tapes, so I encourage you to check him out. And then opening for that night will be Chase Matthew, another rising Nashville star. Songs include County Line, Pull Up, and This Side of Town. So he's definitely another name to keep an eye out for the moving forward.
Josh, thanks so much for coming in. So again, it's going to be June 8th, 9th, and 10th down on our riverfront. Tickets are available now, right?
Buy them right now because at 8 o'clock they go to regular price. 8 a.m. when the full announcement comes, 8 a.m. that's when the prices will change. So last chance.
So now can you buy just one day, all 3 days? How does this work?
Yeah, there's a variety of packages. You can buy 3-day general admission. You can buy 3-day VIP. You can buy individual day general admission and individual day VIP as well. Lots of different opportunities you can upcharge your tickets to get the fan experience, which gives you opportunities to possibly meet and greet some of the artists, get some acoustical versions from their songs as they're playing. So lots of opportunities.
Now, where do we need to go?
So you go to the Tailgate and Tallboys website, which is www.tailgate and Tallboys. You go to their website, you go to the Clinton tab, and then from the Clinton tab, you'll go to buy tickets, and then underneath there'll be a whole ticket menu, and you can look for whichever one you want. There's explanations of what each one are, what it includes, so everything you need to know is right there. There's merchandise options where you can prepay for some of the merchandise as those things start to come out, so definitely an opportunity you're not going to want to miss.
So any opportunity when the day actually arrives to walk up and buy a ticket, or not so?
I believe so. We had talked about that at our last meeting. They talked about like a box office area that you might be able to buy tickets the day of, but I highly encourage pre-sales because we're talking 10 to 15,000 people, and as you can imagine, the Tim McGraw night might be more than that. So if you're trying to get a ticket the day of and you're going to be walking in with a massive wave of people, it might be a little more challenging. So highly recommend getting that prepaid ticket now.
Josh, how did this all come about? How are we going to have an event like this on our riverfront?
You know, it's a funny story. So Mayor Scott and I were talking probably 2 years ago now about, why couldn't we bring someone to our band shell? And Scott was thinking, well, yeah, maybe we're even the stadium. And we just started talking. And Scott got in a conversation with Brent Smith, who then turned us on to Red Hot Brian Scott, who then turned us on to Wayne Klein. So it was really just, the telephone. You whisper in one ear and it goes to the next person. So we were able to make contact with USA Concerts. Wayne came and met us here on site, toured our grounds. And at first we weren't even talking about doing a co-promotion. We were just talking about what we would need to do to get our feet off the ground and running with something like that. He loved the venue so much that he said, you know what, guys, we're in. Like, we want to be a part of this. Your location is amazing. We've never done Iowa. Let's get this thing rolling. So then from there, the conversation just started taking place. Like, hey, this is how much it costs to do an event like this. If we were 50-50 partners, you would need X amount of dollars. So we took that to council. They said, hey, let's give it a go. So then USA Concerts from there started trying to book artists, and it was really just a windfall of just artist after artist who you think you're going to get, and then they leave. And here we are. We start landing on some artists that start to stick and that have dates available for them, and next thing you know, you're booking them, and next thing you know, you're on the radio announcing the artist lineup.
So here we are. It's November. We're 8 months out. Mm-hmm. So a lot of work is going to have to go into the logistics and different things like that. So how many people are involved with this, Josh? You mentioned you and the mayor, but I would imagine a lot more people are going to come on board.
I don't know how to make sure I cover everybody without leaving somebody else, so I'm sure I will. But it is everything from the council to city administrator to finance director to police chief to fire chief to county sheriff's office to IT to communications to MTA to the CVB, the Grow Clinton to the municipal airport. I mean, honestly, I apologize if I'm leaving anybody out. Public Works. Like, every city department will have a role in this in some capacity because it is literally an all hands on deck. So USA Concerts has got a great team. They handle a lot of the logistics, the marketing, the talent procurement, the fan experience, the ticket sales through e-tix. They handle all those things. But really, it's been unbelievable the amount of planning that's had to go on just to get to this point. And then now that the announcement's coming out today, it's just going to be going 100 miles an hour.
Again, thanks so much for coming in. If you could just, again, quickly run down the artists. Is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Thursday, Friday, okay. Saturday. So in order, you've got Mitchell Tenpenny headlining Thursday along with Lainey Wilson, Jackson Dean, and Cooper Allen. Friday headliner is Tim McGraw with Jake Owen, Jody Messina, and Alexander Kay. Saturday, headliner is Jelly Roll, Chase Rice, and Warren Zotters, and Chase Matthew. And we did not mention this yet, but the host of the event will be Chelsea Lynn, better known as Trailer Trash Tammy. She's a YouTube sensation. There are people that have gone to these festivals just for her because she just brings this comedic element so she'll be more like our MC for the event. So really, it's going to be a great opportunity for Clinton.
And again, where do we need to go to get these tickets?
Go to Tailgate and Tallboys website and go to the Clinton tab, and under Clinton you'll go to buy tickets, and that'll all be there for you.
Josh, thanks so much. How exciting.
My pleasure.
Now is the time to